Okay, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Tuesday, July the 12th, 2022. Appreciate you all tuning in. Chris Phillips here of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. We are live taking your questions, your comments, and your calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I want to hear from you. I see Chase Floyd, Marion, Travie, Cody Gaskins, Ben DeRosa, what's going on? Also in the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel, the TDC Questions channel. Be sure your questions are answered there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Happy early birthday to Rebecca. As you all know, you're familiar, we're not having the Daily Crow tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday due to some family things I've got going on, a move going on, a very busy week. So today we are celebrating Rebecca's birthday. Happy birthday to Rebecca. Call in whenever you like. And we will do that. So you can see the chat. I hope Rebecca sees the chat. Sincerely, happy birthday to Rebecca, a TDC Hall of Famer. A special day indeed. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. The Daily Crow, as always, is brought to you by our friends over at Carolina Ale House. Check them out, your local Carolina Ale House. They're all over the state of South Carolina, also in Augusta, Georgia. We are beginning our TS US tour starting a week from Thursday. Next week, believe it or not, folks, it's already here. Next week, it gets going. We start the TSUS tour. We'll be down in Somerville. Then the following week, following Thursday, we'll be down in Myrtle Beach. And then you can check the rest of the schedule. I think it's Somerville, Myrtle Beach, Greenville, downtown Greenville, Fort Mill, Woodruff Road, Augusta, Columbia Harbison. I've memorized that very well, by the way. I think that is the dates. Those are the dates. Again, you can see that on social media, but check out your local Carolina Ale House. I got tons of cold beer on tap. Great food as well. Plenty of TV, so you can catch the Gamecocks or whatever game it is that you want to watch. Again, our friends over at Carolina Ale House, we truly appreciate their love and support and cannot wait for the TSUS tour to get rocking. I see John Hunter Herlong. Hunter Herlong, what's up, man? Happy birthday to you, my guy. Free merch. I'll give you a discount. Noah Johns, what's up? Connor McCormish. Appreciate all you tuning in. Austin Greer, it's not Greenville, it's Greenville. Austin, you always got some shit to say, my guy. Austin Greer is always talking shit. Austin, I will say it's Slapdick County if I want to say it's Slapdick County, my guy. I don't give a damn what you want me to call it. I'm going to call it what I want to call it. Greenville, whatever. Austin Greer pissing me off already, man. You got a knack for that, my guy. You got a knack for that. I'll give it to you. John Rice says it's Greenville. Okay. Now we got an argument in the chat. Now we got an argument in the chat. Greenville or Greenville. I guess it's like, do you say bo or do you say boo? To each their own. Potato, tomato, my guy. Whatever. I know how it's spelled, John Edward. Thank you for that. Hey, Rebecca's in the chat. Rebecca, happy birthday to you. Is it Rebecca or Rebecca? That's it. Here we go. Let's jump into the questions. Guys, again, phone lines are open. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Hey, I can't wait for this, by the way. If it ain't swaying, we ain't playing. Let's pack the damn stadium out in support of Shane Storm. Craig Phillips says, I absolutely agree with your video. I have a family of 5, and you have to damn near take a loan out to go to a game, pretty much why we stick to the spring game. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Everything's going up. Cost is going up, and you take into account gas. You take into account tickets, food, lodging if you stay, tailgate spot. It's never been cheap to go to a game, but it's more expensive now than it's ever been. So, taking a family of 5, Craig, I certainly feel for you. And it's like, why not just kick it at home and have your own food, have your own bathroom, and not be in the elements? And there's a lot of reasons to not go to a game, especially if your team isn't great. Here we go. Muschamp Hackers playing with us today. Yo. Okay. All right, we should be good now. I don't know what happened. Melon just had a meltdown. We should be good now. Melon just had a meltdown, so I don't know what just happened. You guys can hear me now? Good? Sound check? Sound coming through on my end? Okay. I don't know. I think the streaming platform we're on just had a complete meltdown. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. Muschamp Hackers. Haven't had Muschamp Hackers in a while, which has been good. Here, let's go. No. Dave, what's going on? How are you?
Not much. Kind of rainy down in McClellanville. Hope you're doing well this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple questions for you. Has there been any update on Gigi?
Nothing new, I would say, my guy. I think it's all just rumors and speculation, and we're just kind of waiting and seeing. So nothing concrete, no, that has been released.
Right. Okay. I still would like to remind you about maybe sometime before the season starts, maybe enlightening some of the people in the chat and all regarding football terms and positions, stuff like that. Maybe some that have always heard what the terms, but didn't really understand what they meant.
Mm-hmm.
And also talking to the Daily Crow crowd, do yourself a favor and join the Big Cock Club, because the discount on the merchandise makes it worth it alone. And I hope you have an excellent week, my friend, and I'll see you in Somerville.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Dave, thanks so much. Yeah, join the Big Cock Club for sure. Join the Big Cock Club. Appreciate the kind words from Dave. And yeah, I think I will say this to his point, having Steven Garcia on the show, I think will certainly assist, and he can help us out with X's and O's and personnel and those that want to learn about football. I think Steven will be a great guy to help us do that. But anyways, before the Muschamp Hackers cut into us, we were talking the three gentlemen that will accompany Shane Beamer to SEC Media Days. And in case you missed it, those three are offensive lineman Jovan Gwynn, wide receiver Dakereon Joyner, and defensive lineman Zach Pickens. Now, I am extremely happy for those three. Those three have paid their dues. Those three have paid their dues, no question. With that being said, am I bummed that Spencer Rattler is not going? Absolutely I am. Absolutely I am. I am bummed that Spencer Rattler will not be partaking in SEC Media Days. And I see all the reasonings behind people saying why he's not going, why he shouldn't go. I mean, guys, number one, from a selfish standpoint, right? Selfishly, the content would have been golden. I would have loved it from the content side. And then also selfishly, dude, I understand Rattler hadn't been here, and Rattler is not bigger than the program. He absolutely is not. And yes, Daddy-O, he's never taken a snap at SC. I don't give a damn. In the NFL, you draft quarterbacks and they become the face of your franchise. Like it or not, Spencer Rattler's the face of South Carolina football right now. He's the most high-profile player by a wide margin. And I just look at it as you had the opportunity to go flash around this new toy and continue to reinforce the positive momentum and energy you have. And I know Beamer will do that, but I don't like the move. I don't like the move. I mean, you've got this hotshot quarterback, and you're not even letting him go to SEC Media Days. He's a grown man, dude. We don't need to protect him from the media. I mean, I think he can handle his own with media. Maybe he didn't want to go. Heck, I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to go. I mean, I'm happy for the three that are going. Don't get me wrong, but I can say that and also say that I'm bummed Spencer Rattler's not going. I'm bummed he won't be there. I'm bummed he won't be there. Again, he's the face of your football team. I understand he's not a veteran. I understand he hasn't taken a snap, but he is the face of your football team. Bottom line, there's no debate. He's the face of your football team. So It is what it is, though. You trust in Beamer, but I do hate the decision. I hate the decision he's not going. I'll be honest with you. I hate the decision, and I don't know. So it is what it is. Either way, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. Cocky Twan. Talking dumb shit as normal. Says, blow it out your ass, Chris. He picked the right people to go. Cocky Twan, you would eat a pile of shit if Beamer had done it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, my guy. It's all good. But you can say you're bummed Rattler's not going and still have full support of the guy, 110% of Shane Beamer. I'm bummed he's not going. I mean, I remember when Jadeveon Clowney went to SEC Media Days, and the hype and the hoopla was fun. It was fun having the biggest personality at SEC Media Days that week. Rattler could have been kind of the same thing. It is what it is, whatever. It is what it is, whatever. So I'm happy for the guys that are going. So Rebecca, happy birthday to Rebecca. Happy birthday to you, Rebecca. Glad you're tuned in. Yeah, I mean, Beamer's got his – I think Beamer's just rewarding seniors. I think that's what it is. He's rewarding seniors. He's rewarding the guys that have paid their dues and have been there. I totally understand that, man. I totally get that. I'll be intrigued to hear Jovan Gwynn and how the offensive line's not going to be complete hot dog water this year. I'm excited, I guess, to hear that. So. Cocky Twan, like I said, he doesn't want to follow, but damn it, he'll tune in and talk shit. That's for sure. I appreciate it, Cocky Twan. I appreciate it, my guy. Hey, much love. Much love to you. He don't want to follow, but he talks hella shit. Got to love it. Anyways, guys, I want to hear from you taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Again, yesterday's podcast, the season preview series began. We talked offense. Tomorrow's show will be defense, and then Friday will be special teams. In the meantime, we're talking ball. SEC Media Days has been sort of set. The Gamecocks, it sounds like they'll get going next Tuesday around like 1 o'clock. I mean, obviously, very excited to hear what Shane Beamer's got to say. I mean, guys, we're close. 53 days away. It is just around the corner. It'll be here before you know it. It's that time of year and that time of the summer where, SEC Media Days, we're going to be hanging on every single word Shane Beamer says. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to cover it. Cannot wait to partake. Cannot wait to tune in. Going to be a lot of fun. Justin Langford. They'll probably ask Jovan Gwynn, how does the O-line feel having consistency, so to speak, with an OC and an O-line coach? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, of course, Gwynn's going to get a lot of questions about the O-line, the performance last year, and looking ahead to this year. And, I think Dak Joyner coming off of the Duke's Mayo Bowl, it'll be really, really fun to, he's a big personality. And then Zach Pickens, that was one that I actually thought. I was not surprised that Pickens is going. I'm not surprised Pickens is going, but again, I just – I'm if it makes me a bad fan to say that I'm bummed that Spencer Rattler's not going to be there, then so be it. I'll wear that title, but I am bummed. I'm bummed he's not going to be there. So, anyways, all good. Whatever, it is what it is. So, I mean, guys, it's that time of year. What else do we have to talk about, right? Like I'm gonna blow it out of my ass, as cocky slapdick Twan would say. I'm gonna blow it out my ass if I want to. Let's see. If you're not in the BCC, what are you doing with your life? Yeah, our guy, Craig Phillips, just joined, by the way. I appreciate it. Hayden says, does Sat get fired if we go 7-5 and average 27 points per game? I mean, again, a lot of it just depends. A lot of it just depends on what games do we score a lot of points and how does that look? And, I don't think it's like if you don't average 30, he's for sure fired. Because I'll tell you this. I mean, it's no question the position Sat's in, but he's doing a hell of a job recruiting. So bringing in some really, really good quarterbacks. So I think that Sat, let me just put it this way. Will we hit that 30 points per game? I'm predicting we will. But either way, I will predict, I think Sat will do a good enough job to be back next year. I do. I think he'll do a good enough job to be back next season. I do. Wendy Wilkins says, how's our field goal kicker? Yeah, I think it's going to be Mitch Jeter, but it's a big question. I mean, listen, it's a question. The last time we were coming into the season with a new unproven kicker was 2017, and who can forget the start of Parker White's career? So you hope it's not quite as as rough a transition as it was when Parker took over. But you got Mitch Jeter. You got that kid from Arizona State that transferred in. But I think Mitch is probably going to be the guy. And Kai Kroger obviously going to be our punter, TSUS athlete. Shout out Kai Kroger. We're set there. But, yeah, the kicking duties. And, I mean, again, I think when you talk about a Gamecocks football team, and we'll talk about it on Friday on the special teams preview on the podcast. But, I mean, it's certainly a question mark when you think about a South Carolina football team that we believe is going to be in a lot of close ball games. You know, we think it's going to be in a lot of close ball games. So, yeah, we think they're going to be in a lot of close ball games. So, let's see. Let's see. If we go 7-5, he's back. Lock it in. Yeah, I could see that. I can see that. Oh my God, y'all know what y'all are doing in the chat right now. Y'all know what y'all are doing, and whatever. Yeah, Kai can throw it. Braddock843 says the real question is, will Rattler do enough to help Satterfield return? Yeah, that's the big. I mean, yeah, Rattler has success. This offense will have success, and if this offense has success, then Marcus Satterfield has success, and he will be back. So he'll be back again, guys. In case you missed it, the three that will accompany Shane Beamer to SEC Media Days has been announced. I sound down. Dog into yard kennels. I feel great, my guy. I'm happy. Dude, I'm extremely excited. We got positive momentum out the wazoo for TSUS, my guy. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait for SEC Media Days next week either. Luke RJ says, when do you break down each position group? So, yeah, this is the schedule, Luke RJ. So, we're doing the season preview series this week. Tomorrow will be defense. Friday will be special teams, which is more of a high-level overview. I'll get into more of that in just a second. Hold on. Start that in the phone lines.
Will from Dirty Myrtle.
To accept.
Will, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
Just calling to back you up a little bit on the Spencer Rattler thing. Like, you, as a Gamecock fan, who was not looking forward to seeing him go through the Q&As with everybody and, you know, give us that last little pump up before the season starts. Like, no offense to Glenn. He's, you know, hopefully performs great at offensive lineman. Nobody really wants to hear offensive lineman talk. And I think on top of that, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put Bell, Wells, or Van there. Like, I thought one of the three skill position guys were going to be there, and then Spencer, and then a defensive lineman or Cam Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put Daquan Joyner out there, and I love the guy. He's an all-time Gamecock. He's not a guy we want to hear talk. We don't even know what he's going to be doing this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if he knows what he's going to be doing this year. But, yeah, I totally agree with you, though. Like, Rattler would have been a big hit for us as far as online, people tuning in to see what he had to say, you know, a lot of sound bites coming out of that. So just wanted to say I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's you make a lot of valid points, my guy. Somebody had to say it. I mean, listen, if it makes me a bad fan to say that I'd rather see Spencer Rattler in Atlanta at SEC Media Days than Jovan Gwynn, then you know what, to hell with it. I'll just wear that title. But I mean, I'm happy for the guys that are going. I trust in Beamer. This really isn't that big of a deal, but you know, it's what we have to talk about right now. And yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Spencer Rattler behind the podium. And I just here's the bigger takeaway. Here's the bigger point. I just would have loved for South Carolina to been the topic of conversation. And hey, talking season don't win you ball games, but what it does help do is reinforce your brand and continue to build your brand and build momentum. And again, you've got this shiny, flashy toy. Why not show it off? You know, why not flaunt him around and you know, chances of like Rattler being on ESPN, on Sports Center. Hey, this guy spoke like it or not, he's the face of this football team. He is. So, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm happy for the guys that are going, but yeah, I
mean, Rattler is by far the most famous person on our team.
It's not even remotely close. It's not even remotely close.
Not even.
There's not a guy on our football team outside of Rattler. There's not a guy on this football team that anybody that's not a Gamecock fan would know who they are. Like maybe for an SEC fan, but like,
Or like
from
a
the
big
national
college fan,
perspective,
yeah.
nationally, nobody knows who Jaheim Bell is. Nobody knows who Cam Smith is
Right.
nationally. Like fans, I'm not talking about NFL analysts and fans. Like people are like, who the
Right.
hell's Cam Smith? Like, but Spencer Rattler, everybody knows who he is. Whatever. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And
whatever.
I love that about Spurrier because Spurrier really embraced talking season. You know, he put the guys out there that he knew were gonna, you know, the Garcias, the Clownies. He put the guys out there that you're gonna get something from.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying Beamer isn't, you know, understanding that part of it. I just think maybe he wanted a more safe media day. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not put some of those guys out there that were going to say something that people might take the wrong way or make bulletin board material. But I mean, that's what we like to hear, though. You know.
Jadeveon Clowney literally went to SEC Media Days and said that Aaron Murray was scared of him. So to hell with the bulletin board material. Hey, if you're good, and talk your shit, and we'll dude, bulletin board material. I get it to a degree. I think more so that you don't want to piss off the football gods and tempt the football gods, but I mean, bro, if you need bulletin board material to play hard and dude, give me a break. Like, I'm not saying Spencer Rattler or anybody on that's going for us should go to SEC Media Days and say, well, we're just better than everybody. To hell with all these teams. But like I said, it is what it is. This is what we have to talk about right now. It might sound some type of way to some people, but whatever. I mean, it's all good. I'm happy with the guys that are going. They've been here for a long time. They've paid their dues. I can also simultaneously be bummed Rattler's not going to be there. So it's all good. It is what it is.
And I like Zach Pickens being there because he's got some personality to him.
Yeah,
I
I like Pickens a lot.
Probably going to have some good stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that was a good. And I'm not hating on anybody, you know, but you know how it is. If you have a different opinion, it means that you dislike the other opinion. But
right.
that's just
The world we live in,
I
my guy.
was a little shocked.
Yeah, that's the world we live in.
I was
So
a little taken aback, you know. But anyway, I'll call it, brother. Have
Yeah.
a good one.
appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Great stuff. Great call from our guy Will in Dirty Myrtle. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I trust Beamer over everything, so I'm excited to hear the guys speak and excited to hear Beamer talk. And I do think for some of us it was a little surprising, but Beamer's got his reasons. And again, maybe Rattler just couldn't go or just didn't want to go. Maybe he didn't want to go. And he's done a lot of media stuff already since he's been at Carolina. So either way, it is what it is. All good. Guys, again, we're going to be talking Gamecocks football today, whatever you like. It's also Rebecca's birthday. This is the last Daily Crow, by the way, of the week. Last Daily Crow. So if you want to talk defense, special teams, what we're going to talk in the podcast later this week, would love to hear from you all. Would love to hear from you all. Your thoughts on everything. Let's see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. The phone lines are open. Rebecca, I don't know if Will knew it was your birthday. I don't think he's really locked in. Yeah, Luke RJ, back to it. Yeah, he's not really locked into the comments and stuff. Luke RJ, yeah, position groups. The position groups. When we'll do position unit breakdown. So, the schedule. Through this week, continuing the season preview series, we'll do defense tomorrow, special teams Friday. And again, these are, I don't want to say like high-level overviews. Like I go into detail, but I'm talking about the defense as a whole, not each specific position group, again, like I'll do later. So we'll talk defense tomorrow, special teams Friday. Beginning next week, of course, it's SEC Media Days, but beginning next week, we'll start the opponent preview series where I will break down each and every single opponent the Gamecocks play, okay? Who they are when we play them, who they have coming back, who their head coach is, their outlook, the outlook of the game, just to give you all a bit of a brief on the schedule and who we play and how the matchup sets up, whatever. It's something I like doing. I like doing the opponent preview series because it just gives everybody a little bit of an idea of what these teams look like, what the schedule looks like, all that fun stuff. That will go on for 4 weeks because there's 12 games, 3 shows per week, right, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So that will start next week. So I'd say early August is when we'll start the position unit preview series. And that will go literally August August, 5th or something like that, all the way up until kickoff. And when we do the position groups, Luke RJ, I will not break down safeties and corners separately. It will just be defensive backs. We'll break down the defensive back room. So we'll do like quarterback, running back, tight end, O-line, wide receiver, D-line, linebacker, defensive backs. And I understand, like, you can break down corners, but it gets too just, like, I don't know. I like grouping it into one. Just do the secondary. Just secondary is our position group. Secondary. So, and it will be the last one, Luke RJ. It'll be like near the end. It'll be like basically the Monday of game week. I'll be dropping that one. So, but yeah, going to be a lot of fun, man. Content bleeding out the eyeballs. Content bleeding out the eyeballs, indeed. Again, guys, let's see. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Happy birthday to you. You can call in whenever you like, Rebecca. You can call in whenever you like. Rebecca says, people are pissing me off in the YouTube live chat. Nathan B., has anyone heard from the Canadian cock? My dude Noah is busy with life and school and doing his thing. And, yeah, we wish him the best. But the Canadian Cock Club stuff, we haven't, or the Canadian Cock Talk or whatever, we haven't done that in a long time. Let's see. South Carolina Gamecock Man says, what if South Carolina has a 2019 LSU season this year? South Carolina Gamecock Man, you are comparing this season to the LSU season in which they won the national title, correct? And that LSU team had like 18 of 22. I think every starter on that team got drafted or signed. Like, do you really think this football team has 22 NFL players in its starting 22? I'm here to tell you the answer is no, my guy. The answer is no. So I think we can have a really good season, that type of season, my guy. You're letting your dreams run wild, which is fine, but you're letting your dreams run wild. Luke RJ, can you give us a sample? Devontae Reed and RJ Roderick in 1 and 2. Who are the next two best safety? Yeah, so I'll drop a depth chart, my projected depth chart for safety, for corner, all that good stuff, Luke RJ. Yeah, I will do that. We'll talk those positions again together, safety and corner. Yeah. Let's see. It is Rebecca's birthday. Y'all are having some fun in the chat, I see. Having some fun in the chat. Let's see. Who, by the way, here's a quick question. Who got an email this morning from TSUS, by the way? Who got an email this morning? Who got an email from TSUS? William says, off subject, as a retired Army, thanking your brother for his service. William, thank you. My brother's actually in Dallas right now. He is flying back home today. My parents are picking him up at like 11 o'clock tonight, and he will be here until Saturday. So we're looking forward to spending time with him. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. He's been in Alaska the last 6 months. Answer the textbook. As for this team being a 2010 Auburn, 2019 LSU, that would be nice, but it would be a long shot. Plus, South Carolina would be back to 6-6 the next year, and unfortunately, it's not happening. Guys, South Carolina's not winning a national championship. Like, please get that out of your head. Please. Like, I know it's the offseason, and we just let things run wild and go crazy. The 8-4 that I picked is bold. It is. It's bold. It's bold. Anything, my best case scenario is 8-4. I know many of you would disagree because some of you got 9-3. 8-4, in my opinion, is a realistic best case scenario. South Carolina is not winning the SEC this year. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. People get their hopes and their expectations up, and then week 3 against Georgia comes around, and we get smacked in the face. And it brings you crashing back down to reality. And like, oh, we're not there yet. So I'm telling you, before it gets going, We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'll eat my words if we go 9-3. I'll gladly eat my words if we go 9-3. Gladly, but I will take the under 9 and I will put a fair amount of money on it. Truly. I would be ecstatic with 8-4. My prediction, I'd be ecstatic with it. I'd be ecstatic with my prediction. Absolutely. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Rebecca.
to accept.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rebecca. Happy birthday to you, Rebecca. What's going on? Happy early birthday to you. Happy birthday from the entire TDC Big Cock Club crew. What's up? What's going on?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Indeed.
Can you make it clear that is not Robbie Davis's birthday in the YouTube chat live?
Rebecca, I think it's one of those things. Do you have any siblings, Rebecca?
No.
You don't. Oh, okay. Well, when you have siblings, or have you ever been in a relationship where the person you were in the relationship with, they picked on you a lot because they liked you? You know what I mean? They picked on you a little bit here and there and like made fun of you, but it was like out of love, and that it was a way almost of flirting. You ever been in that situation?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's what it is. I think the chat, they do it because they love you. They like to pick on you a little bit. So I know you might hate it, but I think that's what it is. They just like to pick on you a little bit. So it's you know. But anyways, I think everybody knows it's not Robbie Davis's birthday. It is Rebecca's birthday. So, but in case anybody didn't know, it is Rebecca's birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday show, and y'all are taking questions about the Gamecocks.
We are talking Gamecocks. That is what we do on the Daily Crow. Indeed. Indeed.
So I thought I'd just call in and everything.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want to enjoy the rest of the show. Hope I can hear a lot of people saying happy birthday to me on the whoever calls in the
I'm sure that'll be the case. Yeah, I don't know that Will knew it was your birthday, but I'm sure that'll be the case. So, happy birthday, Rebecca.
Right. It's half and half, my birthday show, and then we're talking about Gamecocks football today.
Right.
So. Well, we're getting another beep or somebody's calling in.
That's actually my guy. Yeah, somebody sent a text to the text line. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get off of here and let everybody call in.
Well, Rebecca, I appreciate it. Again, happy early birthday. Very happy we're able to celebrate your birthday on the show today.
Yeah, because y'all did it for Robbie Davis a long time ago, so I don't know why they thought today was Robbie's one.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we got some folks that like to pick on you a little bit. It's only because they love you, though. That's how you know they love you. So.
I reckon I'll get off here to let everybody call in.
For sure. Rebecca, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All
right. Take care. Bye-bye. Great stuff there from Rebecca. Happy birthday to Rebecca. If you called in, please wish her a happy birthday. Please wish her a happy birthday. Let's see. Luke RJ. Any inside info what Justin King was talking about in his tweet today? Maybe the ribbon boards are working in the stadium. Yeah, I think it's probably something to do with the ribbon boards or the lights. I'm hoping it's new uniforms, but I think it's got to do with the light show and the ribbon boards and all that. Let's see. A lot of comments. A lot of folks wishing Rebecca happy birthday. A lot of you saying you got the email. Yeah, so I promise, guys, we're not going to be blowing you up with emails, by the way. It's just something new we're trying in regards to marketing the merchandise and keeping you all up to date when there's new drops and all that good stuff. Yeah, we sent it out this morning, so I see a couple of you commenting. Jeff Gullidge. Sorry, I'm late. I had a meeting. Did you already talk about the welcome home we got yesterday? Jeff, I did not, and I have no idea who it was. No, we got a clue. We'll wait and see when the kid officially announces, but I mean, there's nothing. I don't have any updates I'm going to share here. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing concrete, and we'll just wait until the kid announces. So that is what we will do. We will wait till he announces. So anyways, guys, taking your questions, your comments, your calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. In case you missed it, Jovan Gwynn, Dak Joyner, and Zach Pickens are the ones going to SEC Media Days. Those are the gentlemen that will be attending. So, Panic Ritter, upset we didn't get that quarterback yesterday. Thanks a lot, Kingston. Yeah, I mean, apparently, I guess he wants to play baseball. I mean, I don't know, man. Kingston's a slapdick. We all know that. Luke RJ, how good is Georgia State? Heard they have a top offense. Yeah, again, Luke RJ. We'll talk about them next week. But very good rushing attack last year. I think they averaged like 226 yards per game or something. That'll be the big question mark. You know, we got to show we can stop their run. We should be able to, no doubt. We should be able to, but that will be a question, right? That's what they're going to want to do. They're going to want to run the football, and you know, they're going to want to run the football. So Cody says he's waiting on Gigi Jackson to recommit to us. Yes, it's one of those things, man, where there's so much smoke and there's so many rumors, and bro, until I hear it from Gigi Jackson himself, I mean, I still feel really confident he's going to come to South Carolina, but we're all just in a waiting game. We're all in a waiting game. Jeff Gullidge, they announced the schedule day by day for SEC Media Days yet. Yes, they did. South Carolina will go on Tuesday. The Gamecocks will go Tuesday, and I believe Shane Beamer is the maybe the third coach to speak. I know he's on the same day as Nick Saban, but Tuesday is when that will happen. So very exciting stuff. The Daily Crow might be adjusted next week just to adjust to SEC Media Days. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know. Guys, we're going to jump into a quick break, our first one of the day, but I want to continue to hear from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377 here on this Tuesday, the final Daily Crow of the week. Thank you all so much for tuning in again. If you have not done so, go check out the podcast that dropped yesterday. Full breakdown of the Gamecocks offense heading into the 2022 football season. Damn, you know what I thought about? Holy shit, this just hit me. This just hit me. This is the final Daily Crow in this studio. Let's turn the phone lines.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
Robbie, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I want to get something out of the way, okay? First off, my birthday is gone, okay? My birthday was back in May, okay? It is Rebecca's birthday. Happy birthday, Rebecca, okay? I hope you have a fantastic birthday, okay? Don't do nothing too stupid. Leave the dumb stuff to me. And try not to eat a lot of birthday cake. That'll give you a stomachache, okay? So anyways, okay, first things first, okay? If we had a season like the 2019 LSU Tigers, okay, I would be convinced wholeheartedly that we would probably be competing for the conference championship, okay? But that's not going to happen, all right? Because we do not have that caliber of player right now on the football team, okay? We do not, okay? I don't remember what his name was, but yeah, whoever you are, no offense, but there is no way we are going to be like the 2019 LSU Tigers, okay? We'll probably never see a team offensively like that ever again. If not ever again, we won't see it for a while, okay?
Yeah, it was that might be the greatest team in college football history, literally. So,
it's insane that that person said that. Do you realize how great we would have to be on both sides of the ball in order to have a season like that? We would have to be basically unstoppable, okay? Unstoppable. Meaning we would basically score a touchdown every time we had the ball or get a turnover every time we were on defense, okay? That's probably most likely not going to happen.
I would agree. Yeah, we are not near being the best team in the history of college football. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Do I believe we can possibly get there to where we're competing to see who goes to the East? Yes, I think we are slowly getting to that point, as I've said before. Very slowly, but surely we are getting to the top of the hill, okay? But like I have said before, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face like a Smurf, getting to the top is hard. Staying at the top is even harder, okay? Because everybody else is trying to beat you or do the same thing you're doing, okay? And everybody's recruiting the same way you're recruiting. Period.
Right.
And as you said before you went to break, Georgia State is not a pushover, okay? I ain't gonna lie. The closer we get, the more concerned I get, to be honest with you, because I know that Georgia State is they're like I've said also before, they're known for beating. They beat Arkansas, for God's sake, did they not?
Did who beat Arkansas?
Georgia State. They beat Arkansas, right?
Last year, no. They almost beat Auburn. Lost to Auburn by 10 points, but they did not.
They almost
beat Auburn, and they've beaten Tennessee and Neyland like a couple years ago. So they've taken down some big SEC teams.
So the closer we get, possibly the more concerned I'm going to get because they're not going to just come into the game, take their paycheck, and get their butt kicked. They're coming in there to prove a point, and I think Ellis Johnson, no offense, but I think Ellis Johnson is doing a fantastic job at Georgia State, okay? But do I still think personally that our athletes are better than Georgia State? Absolutely I do. But as I have said 1,000 times, Chris, on these airwaves, you do not win a football game on paper. The second that ball is kicked, the offseason goes out the damn window.
That's a fact. It's not played in a casino or on paper or anything of that nature. It's played on the field. So I do believe that, by the way, it was Sean Elliott was the name we were looking for there, Robbie Davis, the head coach of the Georgia State Panthers.
Yeah.
Fine. You're good, but Sean Elliott. But, listen, Coach Elliott will have them ready to play, and, I mean, I think they're gonna give us their best shot, and I think there will be probably some uncomfortable moments early on in the game. And, which is fine. But I do think we will have the athletes to pull away, and I will lock in. I've locked in my prediction on my game-by-game predictions in the preseason. We get the week of the game, obviously, that Friday. I'll lock in my game prediction yet again, and I don't know how much it'll change, if at all. But I do think we're going to have the athletes to pull away and to get that victory. But yeah, it'll be a good game for sure. I think especially early on. So
yeah, I just, one of the things that concerns me, and I hate bringing this up, but I feel like I need to just prove this point right now.
Right.
Again, whenever we played the Citadel, right, and they beat us really beat. Okay. The reason why I said that the reason that I told you a long time ago why we lost that game, okay, we let them hang around. That was the problem. We didn't put a bullet in them like Old Yeller and put them out of their misery. We let them hang around. They got confidence, and they beat us, plain and simple. Going into the Georgia game, going into the Charlotte game, and going into the game against South Carolina State, we need to beat them within an inch of their lives and put them away early and make sure they stay down.
Robbie Davis doesn't just want to win football games. He wants to literally murder people. That's what I'm picking up from this.
I don't want to murder people, but I'm just using it as a
within an inch of their lives, he says.
And as I have also said, don't listen to the reporters. Don't listen to the BS. Just go out there and take care of business.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. That's good advice. Don't listen to me.
No, I mean, like, don't listen to like all the idiots that think we're gonna go, like, we're gonna do horrible. All because
hey, listen, there's some games I think we're gonna do horrible. So don't listen to me. I'd say don't listen to me. I'd say don't read the press clippings, positive or negative. Just go handle business.
Yeah, don't read the press clippings. Just play the game. And at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. Because someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. And hopefully, we come out the victor more than the loser this year.
Facts.
I gave you my predictions for the whole season about 2 weeks ago, and I said I think 8-4 or 7-5 is 89% doable. As long as we take care of business when we're supposed to, and win the games we're supposed to, and win a couple that no one really gave us a chance in Hades to win. Okay.
Right.
And I'm just, and like I've said before, I will, whenever I watch the games this year, I will be watching as much of it as possible, analyzing what I am able to see, and trying to figure out what is going on that I can't see. Because whenever you're watching a game on TV, you don't see the secondary until the quarterback throws it. So, but as far as the offensive line goes, I will be watching the offensive line as often as possible. But yeah, that's basically it from me. And also, last thing, real quick, just a reminder, those of you, if you live in Columbia, my dad will be featuring for Cletus T. Judd at the Comedy House this weekend. So if you ain't got nothing going on this weekend, come out and laugh your liver loose, okay?
Love it. Love it. Yeah, definitely go out and see
All right, buddy.
Yunka Boudreaux.
You have a great rest of your week, and thank you to everyone and your brother that have served in the military. Much thanks to all of y'all. And God bless. Have a great rest of your week, Chris. Go Gamecocks.
Robbie, appreciate you, my guy. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. Take care.
Yep. Have a good one.
Robbie on such a positive, high vibe today, he did not even shit on Clemson at the end of the call. That's great. That's just, some days you're like, you know what? Much love to everybody. I was saying this, by the way, not to get emotional on TDC today, but yeah, man, today is the final Daily Crow in this studio. And later today will be the last time I ever record a podcast in this studio. So it is wild, honestly, very wild. We've been in this same spot since August of 2019 when I got here. And a lot of great memories in this stew, man. A lot of legendary content has been made in this stew. Hours and hours and hours and hours of content. And this studio has seen the evolution of the business and the content, but the evolution of yours truly, just wild, man. It's, crazy. We're on to bigger and better, obviously, and as the business evolves, and as I evolve, I felt like a new surroundings, if you will. And by the way, I'm not going to make some big announcement where I'm going. You guys will figure it out as we go. I know I live my life on this public platform, and my life's in the public eye, and that's fine. That's dandy. I sign up for that, and I'm cool with that. But there are some things that I feel like I don't need to publicly broadcast to the world. There are some things that, it's nice to have privacy. So you guys will figure out where I'm at before too long. I think for sure you guys will figure out where I'm at, obviously. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the next step. And the next chapter. And again, as everything evolves and grows, it was necessary. Change is necessary, in my opinion. Change is necessary. Okay, let's get back to your questions. Luke RJ, what would you ask Zach Pickens at SEC Media Days? What would I specifically ask him? Because, you could ask the basic football questions of, what's it like playing for Shane Beamer? What was the transition like from Muschamp to Beamer? What's it like playing for Clayton White and Jimmy Lindsey? I would ask, where do you feel like you've made the greatest strides in your game to set yourself up to be a real force and that will lead to your best season in Garnet and Black? Because you don't want to go too off the wall, over the top, and be one of those dudes asking the question, like, what's your favorite video game? You know what I mean? Like who cares? Like, nobody gives a crap about that. I guess, I think all three of those guys are going to be asked about Spencer Rattler, obviously. Pickens will be asked what's it like going up against him. Joyner will be like, what's it like? Or be asked, what's it like catching passes from him? Jovan Gwynn, what's it like blocking for him? All that good stuff. But I'd probably ask Pickens something around that. I mean, I'll definitely, that'll be a piece of content I make. What's like the one question? What's a question you would ask Shane Beamer at SEC Media Days, right? What's a question you'd ask Shane Beamer? Hayden says, are you concerned with Clayton White leaving the next 3 to 6 years for a head coaching gig? I'm not concerned, but, does he want to be a head coach? Number one, that's a question. But if it happens, I mean, listen, Hayden, when you have great coaches on your staff, you're going to lose some of them. If you have great coaches on your staff and they're being poached for head coaching jobs, I mean, that's a good thing. I'm glad we have coaches that are sought after. I mean, you don't want to have coaches on your staff nobody wants, right? I'd like to keep him in town for a while and try to build something special with him. And there's no indication he's itching to leave or anything. But if it one day happens that, 3-4 years down the road, he gets an opportunity and takes it, I mean, I think you should be happy for him. You know what I mean? It's like if he wants to be a head coach and he gets that look and gets that opportunity, that's awesome. He'll be to a point where I would assume he deserved it. You know what I mean? And he earned it. So it's just one of those things you got to deal with, man. I mean, it's like Nick Saban, Andrew the Textbook brings up, they have to replace their staff every year, but it's because their staff is loaded with great coaches. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. You feel like at that point when White leaves, you'll be able to go out and hire a good coach, and you'll be in a position where you can get the best of the best. So, let's see. Andrew the Textbook says Shane Beamer needs to hire Robbie Davis as the team's motivation guy. Yeah. Why not? Let's get Robbie Davis. Let's get Robbie Davis on board. So Tommy Wallace, who's our nastiest offensive lineman? When you say nastiest, I'm thinking you're meaning the best. I would go with probably Eric Douglas at center. I think he's the leader. I think he's the leader of our offense line. Gwynn's very good too. So, I mean, we've got some good individual guys. They just got to play together as a unit and be much better than they were last year. So, which I think is, again, very, very doable. I think it's very doable. So, yeah. Ben says Eric Douglas as well. Yeah, I think Eric Douglas is a good answer. Ben DeRosa says, can't wait to see Pickens and Burch this year. Huntley and Strawn, too. Our D-line has potential to be nasty this year. I mean, yeah, I really am intrigued about Burch. I want to see a lot from Burch. No doubt. Yeah, I mean, I think Boogie Huntley's prime for a breakout year. I think Strawn, I've talked about a lot. I think he's going to be the guy on the edge that has 6.5, 7 sacks this year. So, I mean, we got a chance. We got a chance to have a good D-line. Luke RJ, who leads the team in sacks, tackles, and picks? Sacks, I'm going Strawn. I think Strawn has a big year. Tackles? Tackles, I'll go Sherrod Green. If he stays healthy all year, I think Sherrod Green could do it. And then picks, I'll go – I don't think it's going to be Cam Smith because he's not going to get thrown out. I'll go – I feel like Devontae Reed's just like, oh, he's filling in for Jalen Foster. That's the answer. I'll go off-the-wall answer. Darius Rush leads the team in picks with 4. 4 picks for Rush this year. 4 picks. Why not? Let's see. John Edward, do you think Devontae's being slept on? I mean, I don't know that he's being slept on. He's just a transfer from Central Michigan. I think Devontae Reed could be a good player. So I don't know that he's being slept on, but yeah, he's not being talked about a ton. There's just other guys that we have on our defense that are garnering the attention, but he's a big player for us. We need him to play well. He's literally filling in where Jalen Foster departed. Justin Langford, yes. Brad Johnson is still on our team. Yes, Brad Johnson is back. Brad Johnson is still on the squad. So, anyways, guys, taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. 7. Tyler Knoll says Tonka Hemingway isn't talked about nearly enough. The kid's played some really good football in his first 2 years. He's the D-line man who's going to have a great year. I mean, I like Tonka. I thought he had a great freshman season. I just don't feel like last year he really did anything, but he's a good player. I think Tonka Hemingway's a really good player. I think he's a really good player. So, Daddy O, I put 0 stock in polls before October. Yeah, I mean, listen, the preseason polls and the first couple, it's all for like content, basically. It's all to get people fired up. The top 25, it doesn't really mean a whole lot early in the season, but it's fun either way. It's fun either way. So I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I saw a clip from, Pardon My Take actually reposted this from the ACC network, but the crowd at Vatech UNC last year. And I remember sitting with my guy, John Rice. Shout out, John. We were sitting in Village Idiot watching that game. That was after the live show I did with Cox by 90 at Halls. We were sitting out there. Just makes me ready for college football, man. I can't wait. I tell you, that opening weekend of college football, that's an incredible weekend, dude. That's an incredible weekend. I've even thought about, believe it or not, y'all might think I'm crazy. I've even thought about going Thursday night. You might recall this Thursday night. You know, of course, Shane Beamer will have his call-in show, but Thursday night, the SEC season, actually it gets going in week 0, right? Week 0 with Vanderbilt and Hawaii, Vandy traveling to the island. So put respect on the doors. I'll be tuned in, glued in. We'll probably be watching that game in the Big Cock Club. But that Thursday, it gets going with Tennessee, I believe, taking on Bowling Green. I've actually thought about traveling up there for that. I have, just hanging out with the Tennessee homies. Why not? Watch some college football. I mean, why not? Why not? It'd be a blast. So, Hayden, what games will you be at? Hayden, I'll be at all of them. Home ones. I'll be at all the home ones. We're throwing a tailgate at Seawells each and every single home game. I'll be out there. For the road games, we will have our watch parties at Carolina Ale House. That includes the Clemson game. We will not be at Clemson. I've already talked to Carolina Ale House. They don't want any part of that, and I don't blame them, dude. Like, going into enemy territory like that, those Clemson people are not very fond of me, to say the least. So, yeah, I think we'll probably throw a watch party in Columbia on home territory, home soil, and we'll do that. But I'll be at all the home games. So let's see. Chris Miller says, I feel like we can go 6-6 this season and be a much improved team compared to the 6-6 team of last year. That's a good point. You make a very, very good point, my friend. You make a very good point. So you make a good point, man. There's a chance that happens. It's not fun to talk about or hear that, but it's true. It's true. Jeff Gullidge, I know we've said it before, but I wish we could go back to open the season on a Thursday. All eyes on us. Yeah, I after, with Spurrier, we did it every year, and it got old, right? Because there's nothing like a Saturday. But those Thursday night games are fun. Those Thursday night games are a blast. Bring back Thursday night season openers. I'm down. I'd love it. Nothing better, man. Prime time under the lights, all eyes on you. The college football world's watching your team. Why not? And it's just like a nice change up. You know what I mean? Like, it's a nice change up. It's cool. It's fun. So I'm all for it. Bring back the occasional Thursday night season opener. And we need to do it because the last one we had did not go well. We need to wash that taste out of our mouth. That last Thursday night game we had was the opener in 2014 against A&M. So, Luke RJ. Chris, will the defense have better team statistics than last year? Luke RJ, I think they'll be very similar. I'm hoping the run defense improves, but I'm thinking they'll probably be pretty similar. Daniel Gregory, as a Tennessee fan, we got a Tennessee fan in the chat, he says, I think South Carolina will be better. You just have a brutal non-conference schedule plus conference schedule. I see 7-5 again. Honestly, possibly 8-4. I mean, that's fair. Cocky Twan, if you're scared, I'll go to Clemson with you. I'm not scared, Cocky Twan. Again, Carolina Alehouse just doesn't want to go. And Carolina Alehouse is the one signing the checks, my guy. You see up here, they're signing the checks, my guy. So if they want to throw a watch party for that game, guess who's going? Me. I'm going. So, yup. And I doubt, Cocky Twan, you're going to sign a bigger check than they're going to sign. So I'll just leave it at that. Tyler Knoll says, how much of a role does Stone Blanton play this year? Intrigued to see how he catches on. I think he plays a pretty significant role. I think he will be in the rotation. I think later in the season you could see him being a starter. I think he will play a significant role, though. I think you're looking at Brad Johnson, Sherrod Green, Mo Kaba, and I think Blanton fits in. I think Blanton fits in there. So, oh, you are right. Answer the textbook. I apologize. 2016. Yeah, you are right. What am I talking about? Yeah, we have had Thursday night since that 2014 game. Have we had one since the Vandy game in 16, though? I don't think we have, right? I could be wrong. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Chase Floyd.
Chase, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing all right, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
Hey, first off, congrats on your move. And I heard you saying that you just realized it was your last one in there, so I'm sure you are feeling some type of way right now. So congrats on all the success, man, and all the merch you're selling and stuff. But I'm gonna take a little bit of credit for that,
With what, the merch sales?
Yeah, because I told you put them slides up on last week.
You are right.
In the breaks, and look at that over the week. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back for you a little bit, man. No, I'm just messing with you.
Your royalty check is in the mail as we speak.
Thank you, sir. But second of all, I'm like you, and I think it was the guy from Dirty Myrtle earlier. I can't think of his name right now, but I agree. I think it's we missed a good opportunity with Rattler going to media days. I think, with all the buzz it could have created. I mean, I get it from people saying he wasn't there, hasn't taken a snap, stuff like that. And, but at the same time, I just feel like to get people talking, and during recruiting season, I feel like it would have been a big momentum swing to keep it going until the season started. So I feel like that was I trust Beamer, so I'm just going to leave it at that before I say something. I'm just like you. Bummer.
Right.
And third of all, I guess I just want to give a happy birthday shout out, if I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's really been a roller coaster, and it's been a wild ride for your business and for everybody involved. And I think it's really undervalued for your business and the show, TDC. But I just wanted to give a belated happy birthday shout out to Big Cock Club. I feel like this week, the 1-year anniversary, and everything gets done for your business. I feel like it's underrated, man. Everybody in there, it's great. And if for you old heads out there, if you don't know what Discord is, it's kind of like Chris's personal message board. So if you're into that kind of stuff, sign up. Because, man, it makes it so convenient to keep up with it, not to go in there and see who's on the recruiting page. Because some of them guys in there are on it, son. As soon as it's posted, it's there. I ain't got to go looking for it. It's right there on the feed. So I just wanted to say, man, for everybody that's listening, get involved with it, man. It's worth it. It's worth the value. So that's all I got for you today, Chris. I just wanted to say that, and congrats on all that's going on. And if you coming up this way, maybe I'll get to see you around sometime. So enjoy your day, and go Cox.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the love, dude, for real. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Yeah, man. Take care. Awesome stuff. And yeah, the Big Cock Club initiative that started last year has been a game changer for sure. And it's just helped build the community, man. It's helped build the community, which has been incredible. It's been incredible, and yeah, I appreciate all those that, it's wild. It's when you're creating content and you're just operating a business, right? You got to take risks and try different things, and you embrace failure because each failure gets you closer and closer to a success. And because, there's been plenty of times where I've created content or done a certain thing, an initiative where, we evolved or pivoted or it led to something else. I mean, the Daily Crow and that alone is a perfect example because the Daily Crow has not always been like this for sure, right? And we're continuing to sharpen it and evolve it. But because of you guys and your love and support, there are a lot more times where it isn't a failure and it's a major, major success than not. And the Big Cock Club, I think, is a great example of that. And we have a really cool, unique community, and it's awesome to interact with you guys. And I just think it adds another level, another layer. And I'm really proud we've been able to offer the Big Cock Club stuff without taking away from what's made this business and what has made what's made TSUS great, which is all the content that we normally give out on a daily basis and continuing to flood the market with value and content. And while also, though, again, offering a premium experience for those who want to rock with it. So the Big Cock Club stuff, man, incredible. Daniel Gregory says, not making fun, it's a golden. I've actually, it's funny enough, Daniel Gregory, I've had fans of other teams tell me, God, I wish I was a Gamecock fan so I could rock a Big Cock Club hat and rock Big Cock Club merch. So, I mean, I feel like the Big Cock Club stuff, that's something like any fan base can laugh at and be like, yeah, that's hilarious. So, I had a lot of fun making the name, and I think you guys rock with it for sure. Guys, hey, we're going to jump into a quick break, but I want to continue to hear from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377 here on this Tuesday, July the 12th, 2022. Like I said, guys, the last ever Daily Crow in this studio. The last ever Daily Crow in this studio. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. So anyways, guys, I want to continue to hear from you. Your questions, comments, calls. Let's see. Trying to send something off real quick. Tried to do this during the break, and I was too slow. By the way, we should be having tomorrow on the podcast Phil Steele. So we will not have an interview on the show tomorrow. We will not have an interview on the show tomorrow. Yeah. So let's see. Travis Allen, I'm a visor guy. You ever thought about a TSUS visor? Travis, if you want a visor, tell me exactly what you want. I can make you a visor in 2 seconds. Seriously, DM me, whatever. Comment it here. What visor would you like to see? What visor would you like to see? Brendan M. Phil Steele, a.k.a. Mr. Not Even Top 60. Yeah. I'm definitely going to grill him for that. Definitely going to grill him for that for sure. But listen, I'm curious to hear his take, why he doesn't have the Gamecocks in his top 60. Let's see. Just Travis Allen. So you want the TSUS, like which logo? You want the state logo or you want the bar logo? I can get it made, my guy. I can get it made for you. Let's see. Tennessee fan wants to hear my opinion on Devin Hyatt. I think obviously his brother being in Knoxville is going to play well for them. I don't know. I haven't heard a whole lot, my guy. I haven't heard a ton. Luke RJ, Chris, what would you ask Dak Joyner at SEC Media Days? Great question. If I could ask him one thing, it's a question that I'm not sure he'd answer. But I would ask Dak Joyner, how many schools contacted you after the Dukes Mayo Bowl to come play quarterback for them? And which schools were they? Now, he probably wouldn't answer that, but that's probably what I'd ask him. Because I'm curious to know if he'd spill the beans and get somebody in trouble. Why not? Hey, I'd like to ask. I'd like to figure it out. Travis Allen. Okay, Travis, I got you. Shoot me a DM or a text to the phone line number if you don't mind, just to remind me. But I can make that today. I can make that today, my guy, and send you the link. It don't take any time at all. Yeah, I got you. I'll send you the link. Yeah, Joe Anders. Phil Steele doesn't have the Gamecocks in his top 60 in football. Yes. In football, my guy, in football. He does not have the Gamecocks in his top 60 in football. So, by the way, Robbie Davis texted in earlier and said, hey, Chris, it's Robbie Davis. To hell with Clemson, go Gamecocks. So, there you go. Robbie had to throw his parting shots at the Clemson Tigers. We love that. Guys, in case you missed it, Jovan Gwynn, Dak Joyner, and Zach Pickens all accompanying Shane Beamer to SEC Media Days next week. Gamecocks will be in Atlanta on Tuesday. They'll be in Atlanta on Tuesday. Speaking to the media. By the way, shout out my guy, Brendan M. I did see the order come through, Brendan. He got a To Hell with Georgia shirt and the Shane Storm hat, literally the exact same one I'm rocking. Luke RJ, Chris, what would you ask Jovan Gwynn at SEC Media Days? Great question. I think I'd probably just ask him what is going to be the difference in the O-line this year to where they're going to be a much improved unit. Or I'd ask him what was the problem last year. And I know he's already going to get that question, but like that's what I want to know. That's all I really want to know. And it's I guess what sucks is like, bro, everybody's going to have a positive answer. Everybody's going to have like the same kind of pre-canned, like, we're in the best shape of our lives. We feel great. We're doing, and that's fine. That's what you got to do. But a scheme question to Jovan Gwynn, just something, man, to be like, dude, what's going on? Like what's going to change, man? What's going to change? Flat out, what's going to change? So what's going to change? John Edward, what would you ask Shane Beamer at? We're just doing all these. What would you ask Shane Beamer at SEC Media Days? If I could ask Beamer any question. Man, that's tough. There's a lot. I would ask him. I guess I would ask him, and it might be a simple question, but I think I'd just like to ask him, Coach, you obviously added a ton of pieces in the transfer portal, offensively, defensively. You added guys that are impact players. Where is it you see this team making the greatest strides from year one to year two? Is there a specific facet of the game that you think, or do you think just being simply year two in the system, being year two under your leadership, are there things, where do you see the greatest strides being made? Yeah, I'd ask him why Coach, why didn't you bring Spencer Rattler? Yeah. God, you're just like, okay, guys, we're getting a little, what would you ask so-and-so at SC? What would you ask this guy? What would you ask this guy? I'd ask Rattler about just the chip on his shoulder, man. Let's jump back to the phone lines here.
Call from
Birthday Queen.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Rebecca, what's going on? How are you?
Nothing much. I was going to ask you a question, though.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Could you make me a T-shirt with one of them says "The hell with Tennessee" or something like that?
I would love to make you a T-shirt that says "To hell with Tennessee."
But I would prefer to have it say "heck" instead of "hell."
Oh, okay. To heck with Tennessee. Okay.
I was wanting to know if you could do that for my birthday.
I think that is something I could make happen.
And I would appreciate that.
I think I know I can make that happen. Yeah.
I'll message you and everything, give you my address and all.
Yeah, please do that. Please do that for sure.
I'm going to let everybody else call in.
Okay. Rebecca, we appreciate it. Bye-bye. Rebecca twice in one day. You love that. We love that. By the way, I don't know if he's tuned into the Daily Crow, but shout out to Mitchell Ward, who just put in a big order on the store. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, dude. I'm telling you, man, the love and support on the merch side has been incredible. I mean, it's just been flat out incredible. And I can't say thank you enough, guys. I can't say thank you enough. It's been awesome. I mean, it's just been awesome. Again, if you want to get emotional today, the final Daily Crow in this studio ever. So, guys, this is the final Daily Crow with this backdrop because I don't know what the next backdrop is going to look like. I think most definitely we're going to have a backdrop. We might not early on. I don't know yet. I don't know. I got to get in the house and get things set up And, we can buy some shelves and stuff like that or whatever. I might change like the way this looks. Maybe it'll be a little farther away. I don't know. We might play around with some different setups. Hey, the beauty's in the evolution, man. The evolution. We evolve and we grow and we get better. And we need to make this clear for everybody. Okay. This guy right here. Let's make this clear. Rebecca's not drunk. She's on heavy medication. Okay. So those of you who say that, you're wrong. Rebecca's on heavy medication. Justin Langford and Jeff Gullidge are asking, are you going to bring back the whiteboard? Bring back the whiteboard. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm not totally opposed. I don't know. I mean, you guys seem to really like the whiteboard. So I don't know. I mean, I just thought the whiteboard got kind of maybe stale's the wrong word, but it got a little repetitive. But I don't know. Maybe we will. Who knows? Somebody said just a big old whiteboard in the background. The whiteboard was well, Brian. I mean, the reason the whiteboard went away is because, like, the setup. Where would it go? You know what I mean? Like, where would it go? But like I said, we have a setup. We have like multiple shelves and all that good stuff. The whiteboard could come back. The whiteboard, and I've still got that whiteboard. I'm literally looking at it. It's right here in like one of these drawers or whatever. Yeah. So the good news is I know that you guys, the Daily Crow will be the Daily Crow no matter what the setup is. I mean, I love like having the helmet. I think having the helmet in the background is super, super dope. We might incorporate the TV in the background. I think that'd be awesome. I think what would be awesome is have the helmet somehow, but then have the TV, right? Have the TV, right? In the background as well with the Daily Crow logo on it. I think that'd be cool. John Rice, pull out the whiteboard today for old time's sake. Maybe after this break I will. Maybe after the next break I will. See, that's one of the reasons like I wish I had a producer that could keep up with it all, because it's obviously just a ton for me to navigate. But like the greatest moments of the Daily Crow, and again, this is not the last day of the Daily Crow ever, but this is the last one in this studio. But like I wish if we could compile the moments of the Daily Crow, the best moments of the Daily Crow, be incredible, right? Be absolutely incredible. Would be absolutely incredible. So one last ride, John. Don't make me tear up, my guy. One last ride. Jeff Gullidge. This is the folks tuned into this show are smart. This is the smartest, no offense to anybody, this is the smartest daily Gamecocks live show out there. Because Jeff Gullidge, have the TV scroll through ads for the show or sponsor. So like what I do with the slides, we could do that on the TV. I'd probably keep it as it is now though, because number one, it'd be hella distracting. Number two, then what would I go to for an ad break? We could come up with something though. Travis Lee, where'd you decide to move? Travis Lee, I'm going to hold it to myself right now. You guys will figure out when you figure out, and you know, I thought about making a grand announcement. At this time, at least. Let me get settled in the new place. At this time, I'm going to keep it to myself because, like I said, my entire life is on a public forum, and that's fine. That's dandy. That's cool. If I do announce it, though, I want to wait until I'm there. And, again, you guys are going to figure it out, man. There's just no way I can, you know what I mean? There's no way I can, you know, just live like a hermit and just be like, well, nobody knows where I am. You know what I mean? But there's some beauty, you know, as we grow and the business evolves, and like I do value my privacy. I got to say I do. I value my privacy, and so I'd like to have something to myself, something private. But you guys are smart. Nothing's a secret in Gamecock circles, right? You guys will figure it out. And at some point, once I get settled in and moved in, I'll make an announcement and we'll just, we'll keep it rocking and keep it moving. So, yeah. Let's see. Anyways, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. If there's one thing. Yeah, Travis Allen, I need a basketball. I don't have any basketball stuff in the background. We got football. We got the baseball. We even got Carolina band. We got the band represented, but we don't have basketball. Especially if we get Gigi. We got to show some more love. Listen, I'm guilty of it. Not showing enough love to basketball. I'm noted as not being a diehard basketball guy. I want to change that. I really do. I want to change that. Basketball's fun. Watching good basketball is fun. But I almost feel like too, though, like the majority of the Gamecocks fan base is not heavy basketball driven. Like I don't feel like this show is suffering or losing following because we're not talking basketball for an hour a day. Like, I don't think many of y'all want to talk basketball. Yeah, Brendan, this is actually Brendan M's hat. I don't know if we've ever even noted that. So shout out to Brendan M. Brendan, we got to make sure your hat stays a part of the backdrop. Yeah, shout out to Brendan M's hat. And then we got Cocky. Bobblehead Cocky. Love that. Bobblehead Cocky. So, love to see it. Will Carolina go 8-4? Yes. That is an up and down yes. That's a yes. Let's see. Again, guys, phone lines are open. We got about 20 minutes to go. Phone lines are open here on this Tuesday. So, yeah, again, guys, last Daily Crow of the week because I've got family coming in town. A move is happening. A lot of moving pieces this week, man. A lot of moving pieces. So, yeah. Yep. A lot of moving pieces. Andrew the textbook says, if South Carolina gets Gigi, that could be the difference between South Carolina having a losing season and winning 20-plus games. Yeah, I mean, he makes that much of a difference. He really does. I compare it like when an NBA team adds LeBron. You could be a cellar dweller, but you add LeBron James, you're in contention for the playoffs. You're probably a playoff team at that point. Maybe it's a little bit of an aggressive comparison, but I think adding a guy like Gigi Jackson, if he's really that dude, it takes you from being a mediocre bottom of the league to all of a sudden Carolina's competing to go to the NCAA tournament. The expectations change too. And it would obviously just be such a huge pickup because serving as, showing other players, you can stay home, go play for Lamont Paris, go play for South Carolina. And I will say this, though, on the note of basketball. Let's get our basketball chatter in. I think Gamecock fans do love basketball. I mean, look at the women's side, guys. They're putting 13,000 people in that building for women's basketball. I say that respectfully, but I'm just saying, like, if you build it, they'll come. If you win, fans will pack out the arena. Like, our fans, we've got plenty of fans that love basketball. So, Kemper, my guy. What's up, Kemper? I'm interviewing Phil Steele tomorrow. Tomorrow at, I believe it's, 10 a.m. I'm going to chat with him tomorrow at 10 a.m. So tomorrow, I guess, will actually probably be the last piece of content I create in this studio. But yeah, tomorrow at 10 a.m. So the Phil Steele interview will drop Friday. The Phil Steele interview will drop on Friday. So Craig Phillips, with all these websites doing their own concept unis and helmets, what would be your home concept helmet and uni? I wouldn't change a whole lot, man. I'd like to just go back to the 2005s, the simple. I'm such a less is more guy. Man. I love the unis with big Carolina, big numbers, put the block C on the shoulder. You can put the number on the shoulder if you want, right? Traditional white helmet with 3 stripes. Pants, white pants with the 3 stripes that matches the stripes on the helmet. You can't mess that up. You just cannot mess that up. Like, it's beautiful, dude. You don't need striping on the top, right? Don't need the side thing like everybody else does, because that's what Auburn, like, everybody does that side striping thing. So I'm a less is more guy. I really am. I'm a less is more guy. Very much so a less is more guy. I love how, like, people listen, I'm happy with the guys that are going to SEC Media Days. Like, I'm cool with it. It is what it is, whatever. You can be happy with it and also say, but I'm also bummed that Spencer Rattler's not going. I'm not saying he's making a mistake. I'm not like, oh, that's a mistake. Like, he shouldn't. I just would have loved to have seen our quarterback there. Like, I would have loved to have heard from our quarterback, our leader of our football team. So, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Tyler Knoll says, let's talk baseball real quick. If Kingston doesn't make it to a super next year, he's got to be gone, right? A regional, in my opinion, isn't good enough. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, Tyler. I think a super regional is the minimum expectation. I think that's what it'll take to get him back. Because if you don't make a super, again, here's the 3 scenarios that occur. Number 1, you miss the postseason. Self-explanatory, he should be gone. Number 2, you traveled to a regional, so you didn't have a good enough season to host. You traveled to a regional and you lost. He should be gone. And the third option is you hosted a regional and you lost your own regional, which might even be worse than the second option. So, yeah, I think a super should be the minimum expectation. I mean, guys, listen, it's Carolina baseball, and it's going to be season 5, year 6 for him. That should be it. So if you don't make a super, I think Mark Kingston should be gone. And certainly, I don't give a damn what you do. If your pitching carries you again and you hit 260 again, I don't give a damn where you finish. If you don't fire him, you're not solving the main issue, which is you cannot hit. He cannot develop great hitters. And I think if you're expecting Carolina to hit any better than 260 next year, why? I would ask you why. Sure, they've added some great players in the portal, some solid players. But what has Mark Kingston done to prove to you they're going to turn him into anything worth a shit? It's going to be the same old, same old. Pitching's going to have to carry this ball club, and the hitting is going to be hot dog water, especially in SEC play. That's what this team will be. And so if that's what happens yet again, just like 2020, and this team backs its way in the postseason, I think a change still needs to be made. Because if you don't make the change, again, you're avoiding what's the actual problem, which is the hitting stinks. Again, everybody this past season, wanted to make excuses for the pitching. That's fine. We lost a ton of arms. We still couldn't hit. What do you have to say about the hitting? So, super regionals are bust for Mark Kingston. Easy. Guys, we're going to jump into one final break. But I want to continue to hear from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Final 10 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. Want to continue to hear from you. Phone lines are open. 843-790-3377. Let's see. Again, we got some chatter, some banter in the chat about Shane Beamer's decisions, who he's taking to SEC Media Days. At the end of the day, I will say this. Does it matter who he's taking in the sense like it's going to help us win any more football games than it would have otherwise? No, it doesn't matter. Like in the grand scheme, it doesn't. But it's just a little bit of a bummer. And I see somebody just now on Twitter, Joshua Scott, who says that it would have ruffled some feathers on the team had Spencer Rattler gone. Basically insinuating that, like, he hasn't earned the right to go and these other guys have paid their dues and shit like that. And it's like, I mean, I get they have, bro, but like, we all know that Rattler's the guy. So whatever. I mean, it is what it is, man. That fair point, valid point. It's all good. It is what it is. We're going to hear from Rattler plenty before the season gets going. So, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, guys, final segment from the stew for the live show. Final segment from this studio. And it's crazy because, like, everything's taken off the walls. Like, y'all only see this, but the rest of the studio, like, pretty much everything has been taken down. So the vibes of the last week have been sort of interesting. But, yeah, man, it's been a cool journey. So it's been a cool journey in this location, in this studio, and I appreciate y'all's love and support, man, because, again, without y'all, we wouldn't have had the successes we've had. So Luke RJ says it's a defense mechanism on Beamer's part. He doesn't want to hype up the good players more than we all have already. Rat poison. Is that it, Luke RJ? Rat poison? Beamer doesn't want to feed into rat poison? Is that it? Jonathan Lee, hey, Chris, any word or guess? Word or guess on what? Word or guess on what? Robbie Davis says, God bless you and your family. Robbie Davis, thank you. God bless you. Y'all go see Uncle Boudreaux this weekend in Columbia, by the way. Go see Uncle Boudreaux for sure. Y'all go see Uncle Boudreaux. Colton Carnell, I just feel like the questions that could have been asked to Rattler would be more about him instead of the program. I mean, certainly they'd be asked about him, but he's also part of this program. He's not bigger than the program. Travis Allen, yes, the Daily Crow will return on Monday. Oh, who was the welcome home? I have Jonathan Lee. I got maybe an idea, but there's nothing concrete. Just have to wait and see who it is. So have to wait and see who it is. But yes, Daily Crow back on Monday. Like I said, I didn't want to take a ton of time off, but honestly, guys, it's like if it was just the move, I'd still be doing the Daily Crow. Maybe not Thursday, I wouldn't, but Wednesday, Friday, I 1,000% would. But it's more so the fact that my brother is in town from Alaska, being in the Army. He's in town, and he'll be here for 4 or 5 days, and we won't probably see him again for another 6 months. So it's like I'm trying to maximize that time as much as I possibly can, my brother and my family. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, yes, Daily Crow will return Monday from a brand new location, brand new studio, and looking forward to it. Should be awesome. Luke RJ says, rat poison, what does that mean? You never heard that? Nick Saban say that and Lane Kiffin? It's basically just when people are hyping you up and talking you up, and it's rat poison. It's meant to, what I'm saying, like get you off your game a little bit or play mind tricks or whatever. So yeah, what you're saying is rat poison, how people are going to hype up Spencer Rattler at SEC Media Days. Like, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. Like I said, I'm happy to award the guys that have been there for the long haul and have paid their dues and all that. But when you have a high-profile guy like a Rattler, you sure would love to, see and hear from him, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all good. It's all good. So it's all good. Anyways, got a couple minutes to go, guys. Brendan, thank you for the well wishes, my dude. Thank you for the well wishes. Yeah, it should be a very fun week. Content's still going to be bleeding out the eyeballs, by the way. Luke RJ, yes, the behind the beat content is going to return. I just, honestly, with it being like the quote unquote off season, it's not like there's been a ton going on to like, hey, here's a video of me just going to Tin Roof again. Right? So let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Justin, what's up, man? How are you?
Doing good. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
Yes, I got some good news, brother.
What's up?
Good. I kind of happened to actually stay at 16. That's pretty good.
You did what now? Say it again.
I'm glad the SEC staying at 16 teams.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think that's a smart move. Yeah, I think they want to stay there. So, I mean, I'm game with it. Why not?
Yeah, me
no,
too.
No
Chris.
Clemson,
Hey, Chris,
right?
no
Clemson in the SEC. I'm sure you're happy about that.
Yeah, I have it too, Chris. And Chris, say about the SEC. I'm glad they made to watch this decision because it's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need no teams in. We don't need to add no more teams. It's I like the way it is. You know, Chris.
We don't need to add no more teams, my guy. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I'm game with it staying where it is. I'm game with it staying at 14. I didn't need us to add Texas and Oklahoma, so I'm fine with them not adding anymore.
Yeah, me too, Chris. And think about the ACC, Chris. Look, they're gonna be looking for something. Why? Because here's the thing about Clemson. Are they going not to go to the Big Ten? What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
Clemson to the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just they might be forced to go elsewhere because I don't know. The ACC seems like it's crumbling, like it's falling apart. So that would be that'd be a wild move. But if they got to go, they got to go. So yeah, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and Chris, the thing about Big Ten is, are they going to take Notre Dame because Notre Dame has that big market,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, huge, massive. So, yeah, I think Notre Dame finally getting in a conference will be a smart move. I do.
Oh yeah. Yep. Chris, who's looking outside the league?
Who's looking outside the league? What do you mean?
I mean, outside it's like Louisville or Wake Forest. Are they gonna go to another conference? Because
I mean, yeah, if the ACC falls apart, I mean, they're going to have to merge. They're going to have to do something, right? So they're going to have to go to some conference. So
yeah, because Chris, you look at Louisville, they don't have a big market,
Right. Yeah, they don't. They don't have a great market. So I don't know which conference would make sense for them. I don't know, but a lot of this don't make sense. I mean, Southern Cal and UCLA going to the Big Ten, that don't make a whole lot of sense either. So
yeah, I know, but Chris, the only thing that makes sense for Miami, if you look at Miami, that's a big market,
It is. It's huge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Chris, I've been in Miami. When I went to stop there a couple of years ago, it was nice. I mean, man, this could be a huge market for the SEC one day,
Yeah, them and Florida State, I think, that they wanted to join the SEC, it makes sense. But I don't know. It seems like the SEC is pretty content with just adding Texas and OU. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Chris, before I go, man, I got to ask you about Marcus Alfield. I mean, look, the dude, he has been through 4 quarterbacks this year. He's got to sit with 1 quarterback this year,
I mean, yeah, I'd be shocked if we played 4 quarterbacks. It should be the Spencer Rattler show from game 1 to game however many we play.
Yeah. And Chris, you got to stick with 1 cover. You can't use 4 again,
Yeah, Justin, he's going to stick with 1, my guy. I promise you. They're not going to you're not going to see I'd be surprised if another quarterback started a game this year other than Rattler. I'd be shocked, honestly.
Yeah.
Barring injury.
I agree, Chris. And Chris, oh yeah. And Chris, I hope the guy spits out. He's the guy. We got to hope he does well.
Mm. Yeah, no, I think he will. I'm excited for Rattler, man. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder, and I think he'll play good football. And I'm not sitting here saying he's going to win the Heisman or we're going to win the SEC or anything, but I think he will play. I think he'll play good football. I really do.
Yeah, me too, Chris. And he needs a fresh start. This is it.
Mm-hmm. This is it. This is it. Beamer Rattler 22, baby, to the moon.
Yep. Yeah, and Chris, if I go, man, we're gonna see Jordan there. Jordan, because he might play some wildcat a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's probably where you're most going to see him is like in a wildcat formation, something like that. I think his reps at receiver will actually go down, and obviously he's not playing quarterback. So finding creative ways to get into football, he's an athlete. He's an athlete. So finding creative ways they can get into football. I'll be curious to see how they utilize him.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, Chris, that's all I have to say, man.
Justin, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the call.
You ready?
Yeah, man. Take care.
Go Gamecocks.
Go Gamecocks. Appreciate you, my man. And that will do it. Great way to end it, man. Justin, TDC Hall of Fame caller, Hall of Famer. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Like I mentioned, the Daily Crow will go on a hiatus until next Monday. Got family coming in town. We've also got this move taking place. And with that, this is the final time I will sign off from this studio doing the live show. So it's been a hell of a run. Excited for the next chapter. Excited to continue our growth and evolution. And I know this move, our new location, will only serve as a means to do that. So, yeah, great stuff, man. I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you all again so much for the love of sport. Like I said, no TDC the rest of the week, with the podcast will roll on as normal. Talking defense tomorrow, special teams Friday, content bleeding out the eyeballs. You guys already know the drill. And by the way, don't let me forget, no TDC, but we are live tomorrow night at 10 Roof. So that can kind of serve as our Daily Crow, at least on Wednesday. Guys, again, thank y'all so much, man, again, for the love and support. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great week. We'll talk to you tomorrow night live from 10 Roof. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all take care.